think that's like kind of like nothing better, you know?
I agree. And I think you hear quality of time versus quantity of time. And I was reading something recently, and I see this with my brother-in-law and my sister and their four boys. I think quantity time is more important than quality time, because the more time you spend, you never know when you'll catch something that might be special.
Mm-hmm.
You do a good job. It sounds like quantity of time with the family, which is important.
It is.
And turning it off and being there with them.
Yeah, it totally is. Because I mean, I think that makes us, you know, I read an article too about like being at your kids' like sporting events or being there for them. And I think it's important because I mean, especially like when that whole COVID thing, like Alessia was a senior in high school. And I think it's cool because, I mean, it kind of sucked them because they're like, oh, parents can't go to games, you know? So I was like, I'm sneaking it. You know what I mean? So Les is like, yeah. I'm like, I would sneak it. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sit in a parking lot and not watch you. God forbid anything happens or whatever, you know? You can't get in trouble for that, right? Like, I'm getting that? No, I might have lied.
Statute of limitations.
Yes. So like what I'm saying is that, you know, like it was to be there and witness the games or witness like the after, like taking them somewhere.
Yep.
Or even before the game, if they're at the house and like, you know, I remember the start of her senior season, when her and her friend found out that they were starting the next game. They were up all night, like nervous, like 2:00 in the morning, open up the door and they're like sitting there, like whatever. And they went out and crushed the game, crushed it. She scored in like the first 8 minutes of the game. Yeah, it was just
Unreal.
like unreal. So it's just like remembering all that and being there for that is a godsend.